Have you ever felt a disconnect between what you learn in school and the realities of the world outside? You're not alone. Traditional education, with its emphasis on rote learning and standardized testing, can stifle critical thinking. It's time to move beyond the illusion of education and embrace a more holistic approach, one that equips individuals with the critical thinking skills and intellectual autonomy they need to thrive in an increasingly complex world. The world outside the classroom demands more than just the regurgitation of memorized facts. True education should ignite curiosity, encourage exploration, and empower individuals to become lifelong learners. Imagine classrooms transformed into spaces where students are encouraged to question, debate, experiment, and collaborate. To understand the shortcomings of modern education, we must first journey back in time, tracing the evolution of learning from its ancient roots. Ancient traditions viewed education as a transformative journey, cultivating the mind, body, and spirit. The factory model of education, with its emphasis on conformity and efficiency, has overshadowed the true purpose of learning, to cultivate critical thinking, creativity, and a love for knowledge. The standardization of education, while seemingly creating a level playing field, has inadvertently led to a narrowing of perspectives and a stifling of creativity. Standardized tests have created a culture of teaching to the test, overshadowing the joy of learning. We must move beyond standardized tests and embrace holistic forms of assessment that value creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. The Industrial Revolution left an indelible mark on education systems worldwide. The factory model of education, with its emphasis on efficiency, conformity, and standardization, continues to shape educational practices to this day. To move beyond this model, we need to reimagine schools as dynamic learning communities that nurture curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. The classrooms of today often resemble assembly lines, churning out graduates equipped with a standardized set of knowledge and skills. The curriculum often falls short in equipping students with essential life skills. Reimagining the curriculum for the 21st century requires a shift from a content-centric approach to a skills-based one, focusing on developing adaptable, lifelong learners. From a young age, we are conditioned to accept information from authority figures as gospel truth. The critical thinking deficit, often ingrained in traditional education systems, is a cause for concern. Cultivating critical thinking requires a fundamental shift in the classroom dynamic, from passive reception to active inquiry. Standardized testing, often touted as an objective measure of academic achievement, has become a ubiquitous feature of modern education systems. The pressure to perform well on these high-stakes exams has led to a culture of teaching to the test, narrowing the curriculum. To move beyond the illusion of choice, we need to adopt more holistic forms of assessment that value creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. In our relentless pursuit of academic achievement, we often overlook a fundamental aspect of education: the social and emotional development of the whole person. Traditional education systems often fail to provide adequate support for students' social and emotional well-being. To bridge the social-emotional gap, we need to reimagine schools as nurturing environments that prioritize the well-being of the whole child. The traditional model of education often falls short in preparing students for life beyond the classroom. The world demands adaptability, resilience, and financial literacy, often neglected in traditional curricula. We need to equip students with life skills to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Financial literacy is crucial, yet rarely emphasized in schools. Many young adults graduate without understanding budgeting, saving, or managing debt. To prepare students for the 21st century, We need a holistic vision of education that includes practical life skills and lifelong learning. As we've journeyed through the shortcomings of modern education, a recurring theme emerges: the need to strike a balance between knowledge acquisition and its critical application. While a foundation of knowledge is essential, it is merely a starting point. True education empowers individuals to think critically, solve problems creatively, and apply their knowledge in meaningful ways to navigate the complexities of the real world. This requires a shift in perspective, from viewing education as a passive process of absorbing information to an active process of inquiry, exploration, and application. It demands that we move beyond rote memorization and embrace active learning strategies that engage students in critical thinking, problem-solving, and real-world application of knowledge. This call for balance extends beyond the classroom, encompassing the roles of parents, policymakers, and communities in shaping the educational landscape. Parents can foster a love of learning at home by encouraging curiosity, providing opportunities for exploration, and modeling critical thinking skills. Policymakers can support innovative educational approaches that prioritize critical thinking, creativity, and the development of the whole child. Communities can create partnerships between schools and local organizations to provide students with real-world learning experiences and mentorship opportunities. Ultimately, achieving a balanced approach to education requires a collective effort, a recognition that education is not just about transmitting knowledge, but about empowering individuals to think for themselves, question assumptions, and shape a better future. The annals of history are brimming with tales of individuals who, despite lacking formal education or defying conventional wisdom, achieved remarkable success. These stories serve as powerful reminders that success in life is not solely determined by the number of degrees one possesses or the grades on a report card. Rather, it is the ability to think critically, adapt to changing circumstances, and embrace lifelong learning that truly sets individuals apart. Consider the story of Henry Ford, a man with limited formal schooling who revolutionized the automobile industry. Ford's relentless pursuit of his vision, coupled with his willingness to challenge conventional engineering wisdom, led to the development of the assembly line and made automobiles accessible to the masses. His story exemplifies how a passion for learning and a commitment to innovation can outweigh any perceived shortcomings in formal education. Similarly, Oprah Winfrey, who rose from humble beginnings to become a media mogul and philanthropist, is a testament to the power of self-belief and a hunger for knowledge. Despite facing numerous obstacles, Winfrey's insatiable curiosity, her ability to connect with people, and her unwavering determination propelled her to extraordinary heights. Her journey highlights the importance of cultivating a growth mindset and embracing lifelong learning as pathways to success. These stories, and countless others like them, challenge the notion that formal education is the sole determinant of success. They remind us that a formal degree is but one path among many, and that the true measure of an individual lies in their character, their resilience, and their ability to think critically and adapt to the ever-changing demands of the world. While textbooks provide a foundation of knowledge, they cannot possibly encompass the infinite complexities of the real world. In countless situations, it is independent thinking, a willingness to challenge assumptions, and a knack for improvisation that have averted disaster or led to groundbreaking discoveries. These real-world examples underscore the limitations of rote learning and highlight the indispensable value of critical thinking. Consider the Apollo 13 mission, where a catastrophic explosion crippled the spacecraft en route to the moon. Facing seemingly insurmountable odds, NASA engineers, drawing upon their ingenuity and defying the limitations of their training manuals, devised a makeshift solution using only the materials available on board. Their ability to think outside the box and improvise under pressure saved the lives of the astronauts and stands as a testament to the power of human ingenuity. In the realm of medicine, Countless medical breakthroughs have arisen from challenging established dogma and daring to think differently. Dr. Barry Marshall's discovery of the link between Helicobacter pylori bacteria and stomach ulcers, initially met with skepticism from the medical community, revolutionized our understanding of the disease and earned him a Nobel Prize. His story highlights the importance of questioning assumptions, even when they are deeply entrenched within a particular field of study. These examples, spanning diverse fields and disciplines, underscore a crucial truth. The world is full of unexpected challenges that demand innovative solutions. A reliance on textbook knowledge alone is insufficient to navigate these complexities. It is the ability to think critically, question assumptions, and devise creative solutions that empowers us to overcome obstacles and make meaningful contributions to the world. Section 3, The Price of Conformity, Case Studies of Stifled Innovation. History is replete with cautionary tales of how a culture of conformity, a blind adherence to tradition, or a fear of challenging the status quo can stifle innovation, hinder progress, and have far-reaching consequences. These case studies serve as stark reminders of the importance of fostering independent thinking, encouraging dissent, and creating environments where diverse perspectives can flourish. The tragic example of Ignaz Semmelweis, a Hungarian physician who discovered the life-saving practice of hand-washing in hospitals, illustrates the perils of clinging to established beliefs even in the face of overwhelming evidence. Semmelweis's findings, though initially met with resistance and ridicule from the medical community, ultimately revolutionized hygiene practices and saved countless lives. His story highlights the importance of challenging established norms and embracing evidence-based practices, even when they challenge deeply held beliefs. The demise of Kodak, once a giant in the photographic industry, provides a compelling example of how a failure to adapt to technological advancements and a reluctance to embrace change can lead to downfall. Kodak's inability to foresee the transformative potential of digital photography, coupled with its resistance to cannibalizing its existing film business, ultimately led to its bankruptcy. This case study underscores the importance of embracing innovation, even when it disrupts existing business models or challenges long-held assumptions. These examples, spanning different eras and industries, underscore a crucial truth. Progress often hinges on our willingness to challenge the status quo, embrace new ideas, and foster a culture of innovation. A society that values conformity over creativity, that silences dissent in favor of blind obedience, risks stagnation and ultimately irrelevance. Section 4. Breaking Free from the Mold. Profiles of Independent Thinkers. Throughout history, certain individuals have dared to challenge conventions, question assumptions, and forge their own paths, leaving an indelible mark on the world. These independent thinkers, driven by an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and an unwavering commitment to their own vision, serve as beacons, illuminating the transformative power of intellectual autonomy and inspiring us to embrace our own unique potential. Marie Curie, a pioneer in the field of radioactivity, defied societal expectations and overcame countless obstacles to become the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields. Her unwavering dedication to her research, her relentless pursuit of knowledge, and her refusal to be limited by societal constraints paved the way for countless other women in science and continue to inspire generations of aspiring scientists. Albert Einstein, a name synonymous with genius, revolutionized our understanding of the universe with his theory of relativity. His unconventional thinking, his willingness to challenge established scientific dogma, and his unwavering belief in the power of imagination led to groundbreaking discoveries that continue to shape our understanding of the cosmos. Einstein's journey reminds us that true innovation often arises from questioning assumptions and daring to imagine beyond the confines of conventional wisdom. These individuals, and countless others like them, embody the spirit of independent thinking. They teach us that true progress requires that we break free from the mold, challenge the status quo, and embrace our own unique perspectives. Their stories serve as a powerful reminder that the most profound discoveries and the most remarkable achievements often arise from daring to think differently. Section 5. Beyond the classroom walls, real-world learning experiences. While classrooms provide a structured environment for learning, it is often in the messy, unpredictable realm of real-world experiences that true learning takes root and flourishes. Engaging in hands-on projects, tackling real-world problems, and interacting with mentors in various fields provide invaluable opportunities for students to apply their knowledge, develop critical thinking skills, and discover their passions. Internships, apprenticeships, and volunteer opportunities offer students a glimpse into the world of work, allowing them to explore different career paths, develop practical skills, and build professional networks. These experiences provide valuable insights into the day-to-day realities of various professions and help students connect their classroom learning to real-world applications. Community engagement projects, such as volunteering at a local soup kitchen, participating in a neighbourhood clean-up drive, or organising a fundraising event for a worthy cause, instill a sense of civic responsibility and provide opportunities for students to develop empathy, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. These experiences highlight the interconnectedness of communities and empower students to become active, engaged citizens. Travel, whether to a nearby city or a distant country, broadens perspectives, exposes students to different cultures, and fosters a deeper understanding of the world. Immersing oneself in new environments, interacting with people from diverse backgrounds, and experiencing different ways of life can be profoundly enriching, fostering empathy, adaptability, and a lifelong love of learning. Creating a world where critical thinking flourishes and independent thought thrives requires a fundamental shift in our approach to education. Rather than viewing education as a passive process of knowledge transmission, we must cultivate a culture of curiosity, where questioning is encouraged, creativity is celebrated, and students are empowered to become active architects of their own learning journeys. This transformation begins with fostering a love of learning from a young age. Parents, educators, and communities must work together to create environments that nurture curiosity, encourage exploration, and celebrate the joy of discovery. Children are naturally inquisitive. It is our responsibility to nurture that innate curiosity and provide them with the tools and support they need to become lifelong learners. In classrooms, we must move away from rote memorization and embrace active learning strategies that engage students in critical thinking, problem-solving, and real-world application of knowledge. Project-based learning, inquiry-based discussions, and collaborative problem-solving activities provide students with opportunities to apply their knowledge, develop critical thinking skills, and become active participants in their own learning. Furthermore, we must create safe and inclusive learning environments where students feel comfortable asking questions, challenging assumptions, and expressing their own unique perspectives. This requires fostering a culture of respect, empathy, and open-mindedness, where all voices are valued and celebrated. The journey of true learning extends far beyond the confines of classrooms and the acquisition of degrees. It is a lifelong endeavour, fueled by an insatiable curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Whether you're a student navigating the complexities of academia, a professional seeking to expand your skill set, or simply an individual with a passion for learning, cultivating a mindset of continuous growth and exploration is paramount. Embrace the unknown. Don't shy away from questions you can't answer or subjects you find daunting. Instead, view these as exciting opportunities for growth and discovery. Approach learning with a sense of adventure, a willingness to venture beyond the familiar, and a recognition that the most rewarding discoveries often lie outside our comfort zones. Cultivate a habit of inquiry. Question everything. Don't accept information at face value, regardless of its source. Develop the critical thinking skills to evaluate information, identify biases, and form your own informed opinions. Engage in respectful debate and dialogue. recognizing that the most enriching learning experiences often arise from encountering diverse perspectives. Seek out knowledge from diverse sources. The digital age has democratized access to information, providing a wealth of resources at our fingertips. Explore online courses, delve into documentaries, engage with podcasts, and connect with experts in various fields. Embrace the abundance of knowledge available and curate a personalized learning journey that aligns with your interests and aspirations. Remember, learning is not a destination but a lifelong journey. Embrace the process, celebrate your progress, and never stop exploring the vast landscape of knowledge that awaits. In a world saturated with information and misinformation, cultivating critical thinking skills in students is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. Empowering them to navigate this complex landscape requires moving beyond rote memorization and embracing active learning strategies that foster inquiry, analysis, and creative problem-solving. Encourage questioning. Create a classroom environment where students feel safe to ask questions, challenge assumptions, and express their own perspectives. Encourage them to dig deeper, to seek clarification, and to never accept information at face value, regardless of its source. Embrace the why behind the what, and foster a culture of intellectual curiosity. Foster critical analysis. Provide students with opportunities to analyze information from multiple perspectives, identify biases, and evaluate the credibility of sources. Encourage them to think critically about the information they encounter both online and offline, and to develop their own informed opinions. Embrace problem-based learning. Present students with real-world problems that require them to apply their knowledge, think critically, and devise creative solutions. Encourage collaboration, communication, and problem-solving skills through group projects, debates, and simulations that mirror real-world challenges. Nurture creativity and innovation. Encourage students to think outside the box, to challenge conventions, and to embrace their own unique perspectives. Provide opportunities for creative expression through writing, art, music, and other forms of creative endeavors that foster imagination and innovation. In a world increasingly dominated by standardized testing and rigid curricula, it is more important than ever for educators to embrace their role as facilitators of learning, guiding students on their individual journeys of discovery rather than dictating a one-size-fits-all path to knowledge. Embrace the role of facilitator. Shift away from the traditional model of the teacher as the sole possessor of knowledge and embrace a more student-centered approach. Create a learning environment where students feel empowered to take ownership of their learning, to ask questions, to explore their interests, and to pursue their own paths to understanding. Foster a love of learning. Share your own passion for learning with your students. Infuse your lessons with enthusiasm, creativity, and a genuine love for the subjects you teach. Create a contagious energy that sparks curiosity and inspires students to delve deeper into the world around them. Personalize the learning experience. Recognize that every student is unique, with their own learning styles, strengths, and interests. Provide differentiated instruction, offering a variety of learning pathways and assessment methods that cater to individual needs and learning styles. Encourage collaboration and communication. Create opportunities for students to learn from each other through group projects, peer-to-peer teaching, and collaborative problem-solving activities. Foster a sense of community within the classroom, where students feel supported, respected, and valued for their individual contributions. Remember, teaching is not about filling vessels, but about lighting fires. Embrace your role as a guide, a mentor, and a co-learner, empowering students to become lifelong learners and critical thinkers who will shape a brighter future. Parents play a pivotal role in shaping a child's attitude towards learning. Schools provide structure, but home nurtures a love of learning and curiosity. Create a stimulating environment to empower lifelong learners. Cultivate a culture of curiosity. Encourage questions and exploration. Engage in meaningful conversations and explore together. Provide a stimulating learning environment. Surround them with resources that spark curiosity. Create a dedicated space for learning. Encourage exploration beyond textbooks. Learning extends beyond classrooms. Encourage passions and support extracurricular activities. Model a love of learning. Share your passion for learning. Demonstrate that learning is a lifelong journey. Foster a love of learning to empower curious, engaged, lifelong learners. Transforming education requires a paradigm shift. Move beyond standardized testing and embrace a holistic, student-centered approach. Reduce the emphasis on standardized testing. Explore alternative assessment methods. Embrace a holistic approach to assessment. Provide teachers with resources and autonomy. Encourage collaboration and creativity. Embrace personalized learning pathways. Provide opportunities for students to learn at their own pace. Forge partnerships with local businesses and community organizations. Provide real-world learning experiences and mentorship opportunities. Reimagining education requires collective responsibility. Together, we can create an education system that empowers all students. Embracing the unknown, charting your course. Education is not just facts and figures, but a journey of self-discovery. It starts with curiosity, fueled by a thirst for knowledge and guided by courage. Embrace the unknown. It extends beyond classrooms, shaping who we become. Embrace the unknown. The most rewarding discoveries lie outside our comfort zones. Venture into uncharted territory. Challenge your assumptions. Embrace the journey. Section 1. The unseen shackles of traditional education. Traditional education often confines us, stifling critical thinking, creativity, and intellectual autonomy. Standardization and conformity can hinder the development of essential qualities for the 21st century. Education's shift from philosophical inquiry to workforce training has created a disconnect between classroom knowledge and real-world skills. Standardized testing can exacerbate inequalities and prioritize rote memorization over deep understanding. The relentless pursuit of academic achievement often overlooks students' social-emotional needs. Conformity pressures stifle creativity and innovation, essential for addressing complex challenges. Traditional education isn't inherently flawed. It calls for reflection and critical examination. True education nurtures the whole person, fostering critical thinking and empowering individuals. In contrast to the limitations of an education system that prioritizes conformity and rote learning, critical thinking emerges as a beacon of hope, a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of the 21st century. It is the ability to think clearly and rationally, to analyze information objectively, and to form independent, well-informed judgments. Imagine a world where individuals are equipped with the critical thinking skills to discern truth from falsehood, to evaluate claims, and to engage in respectful dialogue. This is the promise of critical thinking. Cultivating a world where critical thinking thrives falls on all of us. It requires a collective effort, extending beyond classrooms and degrees. Parents can foster learning by encouraging curiosity and exploration. Educators can create dynamic environments for questioning and debate. Policymakers can advocate for changes that prioritize critical thinking. As individuals, we can commit to lifelong learning and respectful dialogue. The pursuit of true education is not a race to be won, but an ongoing journey of exploration, discovery, and growth. It begins with curiosity, fueled by a thirst for knowledge, and guided by the courage to question and explore the unknown. It extends beyond classrooms and degrees, shaping who we become and how we navigate the world. As we face future challenges and opportunities, embracing lifelong learning is crucial. The rapid pace of technological advancement and global interconnectedness demand that we become adaptable, lifelong learners. We must acquire new skills and adapt to changing circumstances. This requires a shift in mindset from viewing education as a finite period to embracing it as an ongoing process of exploration and growth. It requires stepping outside our comfort zones and viewing setbacks as opportunities for learning. The most valuable knowledge is often found in real-world experiences, in the pursuit of our passions, and in the connections we forge with others. Lifelong learning is enriched by these connections, and by the shared pursuit of knowledge. Diverse perspectives challenge our assumptions and broaden our horizons. By embracing collaboration and a love of learning, we create a world where knowledge is shared freely and the pursuit of understanding benefits us all. As we conclude our exploration of the untaught lessons of the education system, let us envision the transformative potential of an education that truly empowers individuals to think critically, to question assumptions, and to become active architects of their own destinies and of a more just and equitable world. Imagine a world where critical thinking is not a privilege reserved for the elite, but a fundamental right accessible to all. A world where education empowers individuals to break the cycle of poverty, to advocate for social justice, to challenge systems of oppression, and to create a more equitable and sustainable future for all. Imagine a world where innovation flourishes, where creativity knows no bounds, and where individuals are empowered to pursue their passions, to contribute their unique talents, and to make a meaningful difference in the world. A world where the pursuit of knowledge is not driven by the pursuit of wealth or status, but by a genuine desire to understand, to connect, and to create a better future for all. This is the legacy of true education, an education that empowers individuals to think critically, to question assumptions, and to become active and engaged citizens capable of shaping a more just, equitable, and enlightened world. It is a legacy that we all have a role in creating, a responsibility that extends beyond classrooms and curricula, encompassing the home, the community, and the very fabric of our society. It is a legacy worth striving for, a future worth fighting for, a world where the power of education is harnessed to unleash the full potential of humanity.